Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, Horizon Walker just launched, and now it's time to pick your starting characters. I know, it's a big decision. Each character comes with their own unique abilities, and depending on your playstyle or the situations you find yourself in, some might be more useful than others. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In today's video, we're diving into the ultimate Horizon Walker tier list. We'll break down the best characters to start with based on their strengths and how they can make your adventure a whole lot easier or more fun depending on what you're into. Choosing the right character can seriously impact your journey, so we're here to help you avoid the guesswork. We'll be looking at all the important aspects of each character, whether they're great for offense, defense, or providing that perfect support when you need it most. It's not just about who's the strongest overall, it's about who fits best with the way you want to play the game. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which character will be your go-to when you start your adventure in Horizon Walker. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking characters in Horizon Walker. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Yeon Chae-young, Grisk, Bella, Alaha, Karina, and Samalika. Alright, let's get real for a moment. Sometimes you pick a character and it's like ordering a burger but getting a sad salad instead. Yup, we're diving into the D tier characters of Horizon Walker. These picks, let's just say you might need a miracle or a very specific scenario to make them shine. But hey, we're not here to roast. Okay, maybe just a little. Let's break it down. First up, Yeon Chae-young. Now, I don't know who hurt her, but her kit feels like it's stuck in a tutorial mode. Evolving her, don't even think about it. She's got no standout abilities, and honestly, there's zero reason to keep her in your lineup unless you're doing it for nostalgia. Then we've got Grisk, a single target damage dealer who somehow does less damage than units in the same category. Like, Grisk, sweetie, what are we doing here? And let's not forget Bella. Fragile is an understatement. She's a healer that might as well be wearing a neon sign that says, "Hit me." Her impact in battle, non-existent, and oh boy, Alaha and Karina are like two peas in a very underwhelming pod. Alaha is so squishy and damage deprived that she might as well not even show up. Karina, she's low cost, sure, but if you're looking for someone with actual utility in battle, keep scrolling. Finally, we have Samalika, aka Karina 2.0. Same story, same issues. Unless you've got a bizarrely specific strategy that hinges on these characters, I'd say steer clear and save your resources for units that can actually carry their weight. So, what do you think? Are any of these D-tier underdogs worth defending, or are they destined to stay on the bench? Let me know in the comments, because maybe, just maybe, someone out there has cracked the code to make these picks work. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Pratina, Wangzai, Etit, Imaft, Oshimganzi, Delia, Ernest, Jin Jiaying, Keller, Louise, Kulani, Lassatina, and Su Jujuxi. Alright, let's dive into some spicy takes about the C tier characters in Horizon Walker. These are the ones you might pick up, try out, and then, well, probably bench when better options come along. They're not the worst, but let's just say they have their quirks. Let's break them down. First up, Pratina. This tank has health for days, but she's like a bouncer who forgot how to actually stop anyone from getting in. No taunts, no counters, she just stands there taking hits. If you're looking for someone to hold the line, Pratina's great at looking like she will. But when the damage starts flying, you might wish you picked someone with a bit more utility. Next, let's talk about Wangzai. Early game supporters, rejoice. Wangzai will have your back when you're just starting out, but later, oh, poor Wangzai gets completely outclassed. He's like that high school buddy who peaked at the talent show. You'll still have fond memories, but you're moving on to bigger and better things. And what about Louise? Oh, she tries. A DPS with some burn damage sounds promising, right? But then you meet Nika, and suddenly, Louisa feels like she's just the warm-up act. She can burn enemies, sure, but lacks the punch to really set the battlefield ablaze. Poor Louise, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Lastly, let's shout out Kulani, the Earth Mole. Yes, you heard that right, a mole. Kulani can stop counterattacks and slow enemies, but honestly, that's about it. It's like bringing a spoon to a sword fight. Yeah, it technically works, but you're gonna have a hard time explaining why you bothered. So, there you have it, C tier, full of heart but with questionable follow-through. Are they fun? Sure. Are they worth the long-term investment? Maybe not. What do you think? Did we nail it, or are you secretly a Pratina main ready to prove us wrong? Let us know below. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Gillen, Min Ensu, Inez, Lysandra, and Pantaili. Alright, let's talk about some underrated champs in Horizon Walker. The ones that don't always steal the spotlight, but can absolutely carry their weight if you play them right. These are your B tier heroes, and trust me, they've got more going for them than you might think. Let's break them down one by one, starting with the tanks. First up, Gillen. This guy is like the reliable old car you can always count on. Durable, sturdy, and gets the job done. He's got a solid provoke and some decent magic resistance, but here's the catch. His taunt range is super short, so positioning is everything. If you can master where to place him, he's a great addition to your frontline. Just don't expect him to pull enemies from across the map. Next, we've got Min Ensu, another tank, but this one comes with a caveat. He's really all about those exclusive weapons. Without them, his shields feel a bit underwhelming. But with the right setup, he can turn into a defensive powerhouse. Fair warning though, Min is a bit high maintenance. You'll need to keep your hand on the wheel with him to make the most of his abilities. Now let's pivot to Inez, the assassin of this group. If you're into single target obliteration, she's your girl. Inez dishes out massive damage and can wipe enemies off the board in seconds. The downside, she's fragile. Like, sneeze on her and she's gone fragile. Without her exclusive weapons, she struggles to stay alive, so you'll need to keep her well guarded. And then we've got Lysandra, our versatile nun, who's basically a jack of all trades. She can heal, she can tank, but she doesn't really excel at either. Think of her as the Swiss army knife of the team. Useful in a pinch, but not your go-to for specialized roles. She's also missing an exclusive weapon right now, so her healing output isn't as strong as you'd hope. Still, if you need a filler hero who can flex between roles, she's your pick. Finally, there's Pantaili, the sneaky MVP of this tier. He's got a low-cost taunt, solid evasion, and get this, unlimited counterattacks. That's right, unlimited. The trade-off? His provoke range isn't great, so you'll have to work to get the most out of him. But once you do, Pan can be an absolute menace, whittling down enemies with those relentless counters. So there you have it, the B tier crew. They may not be flashy, but with the right strategy and a little love, these characters can surprise you. Give them a shot and let me know who your favorites are. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Matros, Mariam, Nonoha, and Nimset. Alright, let's talk about the A tier characters in Horizon Walker. You know, the ones that aren't quite the golden S tier legends, but can absolutely carry you through the toughest fights if you play them right. These heroes are versatile, powerful, and just a hair's breadth away from perfection. Let's dive in. First up, Matros, the speedster with a penchant for annihilating single targets. Matros is like a hitman at a buffet. He's fast, focused, and deadly. With his high mobility, he can dart in and out of combat, delivering devastating blows to priority targets. Pair him with Abina, and you've got yourself the ultimate counterpunch duo. But fair warning, Matros is about as durable as a paper umbrella in a hurricane. Keep him protected and he'll do the rest. Then there's Mariam, the shadow assassin with a flair for counterplay. She thrives on stealth, sneaking around and striking when the enemy least expects it. Her anti-counter abilities make her a nightmare for foes trying to predict her moves. The catch? She's heavily reliant on her weapons, but if you'd kit her out properly, especially in a poison-heavy team with Nika, she's an absolute terror on the battlefield. Now let's shine a light on Nonoha, the ultimate team player. She's all about shields and movement buffs, kind of like Pameni's supportive cousin. Nonoha doesn't deal much damage herself, but she makes sure her allies can move freely and stay alive long enough to dish out the pain. If you're a fan of playing the long game, Nonoha's your gal. And finally, we've got the big guy, Nimset, the tank who's practically a one-man army. Nimset is all about holding the line with provoke and counterattacks, keeping the heat off your squishier allies. Plus, he's got emergency healing for those "oh no, we're all about to die" moments. With his specific weapon, he truly shines, becoming the ultimate AoE counter machine. If you need someone to take a beating and keep standing, Nimset's your guy. So, there you have it. The A-tier heroes of Horizon Walker. They're not quite the S-tier powerhouses, but they've got their own unique strengths and synergies that make them fantastic additions to any team. Which one's your favorite? Let me know down below, and let's chat about how you're using them to dominate this game. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Nika and Evilit. Alright, let's talk about the absolute showstoppers in Horizon Walker. These S tier characters aren't just strong, they're game changers. The kind of picks that make your friends jealous and your enemies rage quit. Whether you're grinding through the final stages or trying to perfect that one unbeatable team comp, these two are the heroes you have to build. Let's dive in. First up, we've got Nika, the queen of stealth and resilience. This isn't just another hide and hope character. Oh no, Nika rewrites the rules. She's the backbone of your endgame strategy, sneaking through enemy lines like a ghost and tanking hits like an immovable wall. Her self-sustained mechanics are unmatched, keeping her in the fight when other units would crumble. When the final boss rears its ugly head, Nika doesn't just survive, she thrives. Trust me, if you're aiming to conquer the toughest challenges, she's your MVP. Now, let's not forget the powerhouse that is Evilit. People call her the queen for a reason. She's your go-to for obliterating entire enemy squads with her jaw-dropping AoE damage. But here's the kicker, Evilit's true potential shines when paired with the right weapon. Got Ninset in your arsenal, you're in for a treat, because together, they create a combo that melts through waves like butter. Sure, she's a bit high maintenance, but come on, what queen isn't? Invest in her and you'll see why she's a must-have in any top-tier team. So there you have it, Nika and Evilit, the dynamic duo that dominate Horizon Walker. These characters are more than just strong, they're the kind of units that make you feel unstoppable. If you haven't already started building them, what are you waiting for? Your endgame dreams are just a few upgrades away. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.